So glad to have a dear friend from my hometown, Chicago, Becky Mayer, here to join us and talk a little bit about Place for Mom, which is a placement service for your loved ones who are elderly or senior. And personally, I use Place for Mom to help place my father, and they were phenomenal. So I'm glad that you can join us today, Becky.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Angela. I have worked with a Place for Mom for a year and a half, but have worked in senior living for over 15 years, and have helped families find assisted living, memory care, home care agencies, independent living, have worked in the communities as a regional director, and now a Place for Mom as an advisor.
Yeah, no, you definitely have a long background. And I remember you talking with me a while back when my dad wasn't quite ready, but we were kind of looking at places. So, can
Yep,
you let everyone know how a Place for Mom works and how does it assist clients? And it's not just placement services. I know you provide a lot more too.
we do. Yeah, definitely. Well, the great thing about a Place for Mom is we are a free service to families, to loved ones, and we are a referral agency helping families find senior living, whether that's independent living, um, assisted living, memory care, and home care. But we are also professionals where we really work with the families. We do an initial consultation and really kind of hold their hand through the whole process of answering questions, overcoming obstacles with them to ultimately touring and then hoping to place their family in a safe environment or whatever it is that they're looking for.
Hmm. And
Um,
there's no cost to the family that's looking for assistance.
no, it's a free service. Yeah, that's a great thing. Is it's a free service. A Place for Mom is nationwide, so we're all over, and we've been around for over 20 years. We're the largest senior living referral company, and we partner with the senior living organizations, senior living communities, and the company is very large. So there's a lot of different layers, and there's positions that work just with the communities. And there's positions like mine that I get to work with the families and be a great resource for them. But ultimately, the senior living communities pay a Place for Mom if we place someone in their community.
Awesome, awesome. And can you walk us through briefly what is the process to get started? So, if you have somebody who you would love to find a great senior community for, what's the first thing that they would do?
Yeah, the first thing they would do is call me or email me, and we set up a time to do a Zoom call like this, or do a phone call, or even just exchange some emails initially. But I like to do an initial consultation with the family. Sometimes that's just like one-on-one with like an adult daughter, which is typically the first person that looks for senior living for a parent. Or I've done Zoom calls with a whole family like this, and we were asking questions. But what I like to do is to really kind of uncover what their concerns may be, what prompted them to reach out to a Place for Mom. And we're all an internet-based company. So all your advisors have a home office. Again, we're nationwide, so we're all over the place. And we can help place family members all over. So I am based in Chicago, but I can help families in California, any state.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And once they have that consultation, are you
Mhm.
the ones setting up the appointments or finding matching the facilities? And how do you do that?
Yeah, so I like to go through a really detailed consultation, and sometimes that's going to take a couple times, and like with different family members or even the senior themselves, they jump on as well because we like to have them be a part of it. Depends on the situation, but I gather a lot of information. I like to uncover, what area are we looking at? If it's a certain zip code, are we looking in two different states? Like I helped two daughters today. One's in Florida, one's in Maryland. We're looking in both areas. We talk about budget. We talk about needs of the client. Are they needing memory care? Are they needing just a little bit of assistance in the home right now to then go to assisted living maybe in a year or two? So there's a lot of information that I collect. And then from there, I provide resources. So I will contact the communities, find out what the costs may be, if there's any incentives, and if there's availability. So a lot of detail goes into that, and a lot of information is sent to the family over email. And as you know, you can really take some time and go on our website, collect information, read reviews, look at pictures, and I can help set up tours and really answer questions along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. So what do you find to be the top concerns from people who are, trying to find the right senior community? What do you find to be their biggest obstacles or challenges?
Yeah, I would say there's a variety of things that it just can be confusing, first of all. When you get online and you Google assisted living near me, you can get a whole gamut of information and you don't really know quite where it's coming from, if it's advertised, if who's going to contact me. So it just can be very overwhelming. And we use a lot of terms in senior living, like a skilled nursing facility, long-term care, assisted living, respite care. There's a lot of different terms, and I can help understand what that means and really get to the bottom of explaining that to families. So that's very confusing. And then another concern that family members have is, well, how do I pay for this? How much is this going to cost? Does my long-term care insurance cover this? Am I eligible for veterans benefits? There's a whole list of things that we can help as far as resources to help you apply for veterans benefits, to help you understand how to learn how to use your long-term care policy, etc. So those are a lot of the scary things and the unknowns that we can help uncover.
Mm-hmm. And we kind of chat about this too, is that I think sometimes like families are not all in an agreement, or the parent or loved one is not willing or wanting to go to any senior community at the moment, because it is hard to give up independent life, especially if they've been living in the home for a long time that the kids grew up in and their family spent time in. So is that something you encounter too?
Oh yeah, we encounter that quite a lot. Just maybe the family member's not ready yet, or there's a lot of attachments, or how do I leave my stuff or the home or the memories that I have in this home. And we really talk through that, that moving to senior living does not end your life, that there's a lot of benefits, that you can still bring a lot of things with you, that you can still have a great life to live, and so many different activities and programs that you don't have to worry about day-to-day cooking and all of the things that we worry about. So we talk through a lot of that, and we do provide articles and newsletters and a lot of resources for families. Like, how do I talk to my parent about moving? What are the signs that I look for for memory loss? Or how do I know when my parent is ready to move? There's a lot of those details that I can help families work through.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. And, as you were saying, sometimes it might take some time. So, but Place for Mom is still helping them prepare. Because I know with my dad, it took, at least several months, almost a year before he actually did move. So during that time, does Place for Mom just continue to consult, or, how do they come in and assist?
Yep, we do. We continue to consult. I have a direct email address, so the families can email me. I actually have a cell phone. The families can text me or call me with questions. But I do check-ins with them, weekly or monthly, depending on their needs. And, like you said, it takes a couple of months. It takes several months. Sometimes it takes a year. But I'm kind of walking them through it. And, we typically recommend touring communities to really get a feel for what the lifestyle would be, because a lot of our family members have an image of a nursing home, what it was like when our great grandparents or in a nursing home, and things have changed so much now. Like the assisted living community your dad lives in, I would live there. Like, it's nice to have someone do my laundry and to cook for me. So they really have to see it, because the image in their head is not what it really is these days.
I 100% agree with you, because when we did the touring, I think that helped my dad visualize and see, hey, this is not bad. I could actually enjoy this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to name this one place, but we went to is brand new. It had just opened
Mhm.
in the suburbs close to where he was living, and it was like a five-star hotel. I was like,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
take
yeah.
me, will I be able to apply for this?
I know. I know.
So yeah, so I know there's some places out there that are probably better than most people's living situations now.
Right. Right.
I appreciate that. And especially today, being in real estate, people are living longer with modern technology and medicine. Um, this is kind of new for a lot of people. Like, what is their life after a certain age? No one's ever really explored that, because most people didn't live that long. And now we
Right.
have to look at, what is the alternative housing? What do we do with people having, maybe their fourth life, after the age of 70 or 60. So do
Right.
you find that to be, happening more with more people looking?
Right. Oh, I do. And yes, and the thing is, there's so many options out there, which is great, but it can be very overwhelming. So I help families. Okay, you want like the top notch, posh, brand new community or brand new retirement community? I'll show you that. But there's also other options of like a group home, where it's a house, where there's maybe 8 residents and staff that are there 24 hours a day, and it's a smaller environment. So there's so many different options of different lifestyles to live, and communities to live in. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's amazing, which makes me feel positive when I get
Yeah.
to that age. So hopefully we all get to that age.
We will.
Um,
We will.
But thank you so much, Becky. I know we could talk forever. This topic is so relevant to me personally, but I know for a lot of friends and family of mine too. So I appreciate your time and your service.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And one thing just to end with is, I would say, even if you're just thinking about what's out there or starting the conversation, I think it's best just to reach out to me or anyone at a Place for Mom. Really, the worst thing you can do is to wait too long. And then we miss this whole time frame of actually being able to use assisted living or to be independent in a retirement community. And there's just so much to offer in senior living. So yeah.
Yes, 100% agree with that statement. And I'm glad we had moved my father in at the time he did, and he was able to take advantage of everything. And it also gave me peace of mind, being his daughter. So, but thank you again. For anyone who would love to talk to Becky and get some more information and guidance on how to place their loved one into an amazing, amazing senior community, please give her a call. Her email and phone number will be at the end of this video. So thank you again, Becky.
Thanks, Angela. Appreciate it.